My name is Risko Assefa. I am the community-led learning center project leader. So I am working in Vita for 3 years in this Arba Minch coordination office. We are inside of the Forty Spring. We can see in front of us the Forty Spring. It's really beautiful. There are fish and everything. It's really beautiful, and we are surrounded with this natural forest. So it's the Najsar National Park. We are here. That's our work as Vita is just to conserve this forest as to stay as it is beautiful as it is. So we are doing this improved cook stove, dissemination of this improved cook stove to save the fuel use utilization by the community, because most of the community uses traditional three-stone fire, or soskuli China Marek said. So it takes a lot of firewood to cook one meal, and the female exposed with smoke and gets burned from the fire. So this improved cook stove, which is called Mert and Foy, can save 50% of the fuel wood, and also it can protect her skin and her health from respiratory illness, from indoor air pollution. So it's a good system to protect these forests. But additionally to that, not only to protect the forest, but to empower our women. Like, she spent most of her days cooking meals for the family. Because of this three stone, it takes a lot of time. But now the improved cook stove has saved some time, so she goes to another like income generating activities. She take care of her kids, also she take care of herself. So it's just like woman empowerment by this improved cook stove. Let me tell you one story. A producer which is found in Kucha, she is a producer of this improved cook stove. She started when Vita was in that area. So last time, like in Saturday, I was with her, and when I asked her how is work, she said, "I'm just proud." She said, because a year ago I have no job. I just take care of my kid and my husband, and now I am starting this production of this improved stove, and the community tell me that I am just working with mud and dust, like because she's using cement and this material to produce a stove. But I am standing tall and I am proud because I have money, I can support my kids. So my father is proud of me now. He saw me because I have an office now. She goes to the production site and produce this stove every day. For women, this is the most important thing, because we are doing all the work, like there is motherhood, like giving birth to a child, protecting that child, and just to be a human being, to be an adult. That is one task, and cooking this kind of food to support your family is another. But this woman, her power, her speech, everything is just hidden in the kitchen, because she will not have any time and any opportunity just for her to come out and to be listened by the community and to be active with like in the income generating activity and other works. So this thing for them, especially for Africa and Ethiopian women, it's a big thing, because they don't have problem with what kind of food to eat or where to sleep, but they want people to listen them, like to be listened. So they want to come out from their kitchen and those things that is dragging them home, and to come out to participate in this kind of situation. So it's really valuable thing for a woman to be part of this thing. I was born and raised in Addis Ababa, so I am the city girl. I get a proper education and everything. That's where to the place that I am now is getting that kind of education. But when we come to the rural women, most of them has lost that kind of education, because of they have to fetch firewood, they have to cook, they have to wash and clean everything. So most of them are just covered in home and in kitchen. So my role, when I see my role, is just to take out that woman to this environment, to this world. She has to see what the world is doing, and she has to be part of that work, like the development work, what she is intended to do. A woman is not born or made just to cook or to take care of her kids. Everyone can do that, but she has some value in her, like something that she's made of. So she has to go out and catch that thing that makes her happy. So this kind of projects gives an opportunity for a woman to grasp that. This woman, this producer, is in need of money, and she gets that. The other one woman told me that she's a teacher, so she come to kitchen and she cook and she goes to the school, and she's like afraid, and because of her clothes will smell like smoke before she used in Risko. But now in improved cook stove, she's confident, like she was thanking us because of that. The other lady that inspired me was, her name is Abarash. She is a baker, like her business is baking injera and selling. In previously they used this 3 stone, so she spent the whole day baking 100 injera. But now in the improved cook stove, it takes her 2 hours to bake this 100 injera. So she gets this income generating activities. In the afternoon, she goes to the market and she sells some eggs and cabbage, so she gets more money. So she was thanking us for that kind of opportunity. So this improved cook stove is giving an opportunity for a woman just to be part of the community, just to be seen like an entrepreneur, like a voice for another woman. Also, they just have a group of this. They discuss one another, share their ideas, share their emotions. So it gives a lot of things for the woman. So I know it's small, it's just a stove, but for the community, it's changing their life. So I am happy to be part of this project. Injera is a staple food for Ethiopian. So it's made of teff. You just make the dough and you bake it after 3 days. So everyone is eating that in Ethiopia. So it's a staple food for anything. You eat it with a stew or boiled eggs, boiled potatoes. So it's the number one food for Ethiopian. So you made that injera, you bake that injera in Mirt improved cook stove, which is, there is a plate and you bake in that. It's like a bread, but light one. The community led is an innovative approach, which is like eliminating the 3 stone fire and enabling the community to start adoption and using of this improved cook stove. So as I said, it's a journey. As Kamal Kar, the founder of this approach, said, it's like putting the community in the driving seat. So the community are the one who are identifying the problem and come up with the solution with accessible material that is around. So we are just a facilitator, like if a car needs a tire or a fuel or oil change, we are the one who are supporting it. But the community are the one who are driving this program and this project. And that is the innovative and best model of this approach. So when the community gets involved in this kind of stove adoption, not only they are changing the stove and the environment, but they are engaging in other activities. Let me give you an example. In one of Halala Qabale, the community wants the stove, but the road is not accessible for the car to be in. So they construct 7-kilometer road by themselves so they can get the stove. But after the adoption of this stove, there was a Christian Orthodox church that was not built because of the road problem, because raw material has to come from the other. So after the construction of the road, the church also has to start construction. The other thing, a woman with like in labor in the past, since the ambulance cannot come to that village, she has to go by road or they have to carry her. Can you imagine when you are in labor and walking that much distance to get the health center? But after the construction of the road, ambulance can get into this village and a relief for so many women. So this stove project is changing a lot of, it's dynamic, it's changing a lot of things in the community. So this community-led approach, I'm not only planning for the stove, but for agriculture, for climate change, for anything it can work, because if you work together, they can come up with a better solution for everything. What is best about this stove project is that it is made by women, for women, to women. Like most of the stove producers are women. and the stove distributor to the village are all of them are women, and the one who are benefiting from this stove are women, because we know from our tradition and from Ethiopian context, most of the male don't get to the kitchen and cook some kind of food. So they know the suffrage of a woman who is cooking with this 3 stone. Like her kids is with her, her kids get fire accident because of that 3 stone. So most of the women know the problem, and they want just to stop this and to come up with a better solution. And this improved cooktop solves that problem. So they want to address that all of the women can benefit from this, that no woman should left behind. So this community-led approach and this women initiative and working together is the best part of this stove project. That's why it is being disseminated quickly to most of the women in Gamo zone.